Snorgle. Welcome back to Minecraft. Exploring Minecraft specifically, where I just go around, explore, make that last number go up or down if you're thinking negative. We just head in one direction. Just check out everything we need to about Minecraft. Let's go. That fails spectacularly. Okay, let's go. Excellent. So I'm just trying to, if you're new to this series, I'm really just trying to, I've been playing Minecraft less than a year, and I'm really trying to understand the world and explore it more. And I feel like just experiencing it helps me do that. You know, I don't have the experience of having played Minecraft when I was younger, like at college and whatever, because, mainly because I don't like crafting games. I never have. I love Minecraft. It's in my top 10 games of all time, and it's one of those games where the very first time I played it, there's a video of that. You can check that out on my channel. If I think about it, I'll link it in the top of this video. But like within the first 15 minutes of playing it, I was like, oh, okay, this is why it's the best-selling game of all time, because it's an extraordinarily thoughtful game, and I've mentioned before, I'm going to mention again, I can't say this enough, it's got the most satisfying design mechanics it's ever made. The mechanic of mining is amazing. And so I just like to check out the biomes, see what the difference is, see the things. I've seen a ton of desert pyramids. You know, it's interesting. I haven't seen a forest temple or a forest pyramid. I haven't seen one. And that's a little odd because I've seen just a metric ton of desert pyramids. It's kind of funny. Are they more rare? I just don't know. Maybe the forest biome's more rare than the desert. I don't know. I'm not sure. There's some, maybe that's like one of those mushroom biomes over there on the left. With the mushroom cows? Not sure. Kind of looks like it, doesn't it? I think that's one of the few biomes where mobs don't spawn at all. Interesting. I think that's I don't see any shroomy cows though. It's a little curious. Just a little bit. Not terribly, just a little bit curious. Yeah, don't see any. Oh, well, that's fine. We'll keep going. We've seen those. No need to stop. Hey, there's a turtle. Maybe there's some mushroom cows up there? Not sure. Anyway, just being able to experience the biomes, how they're thoughtfully laid out. And again, I've mentioned this before. I don't think it's all purely noise. I think that's part of it. But the size of the biomes, the way that they work, there's obviously some procedures around it, right? There's procedurally generated. There's rules around it. And it's not just rules to prevent it from doing stuff. I think it's rules to make it more meaningful and make it more realistic. That's my thoughts on this. Boy, dolphins are yapping it up today. Another small island over there. It's okay. We're going to keep going. We've gone over 300,000 blocks. No intent of stopping now. Of course, we stop all the time, but I'm going to keep moving. That's a small little island. Kind of nice. With the neighboring island over there. Are those big chunky trees? I can't tell. I think they are. I like those. I was thinking about the last video I titled Zen in the Art of Minecraft. It was a take on a book from the 70s called Zen in the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance, which when fast was a takeoff on the book in Zen in the Art of Archery. Zen in the Art of Archery done, I think, in the 1920s, kind of introduced the West to the concept of Zen Buddhism. And I feel like that's what my experience is. Let's look at a big chunk of land. Get out of our boat and try this. I feel like that's kind of what my experience is with this in Minecraft. It puts me in an interesting headspace, and I'm here for it. You know, it's an interesting thing. Just experiencing it, just being mindful of what's happening right now in the game, and not anything else. Not distracted by anything else. Not worrying about anything else. Just here, experiencing this right now, at the time. And if my mind starts to wander, and it will, that's going to happen. Just kind of stop and remind myself that I'm here to experience this. I'm not here to worry about the trivialities of life. I'm not trying to downplay them. I'm just saying that some things are more important than somebody being a jerk to you at school or at work or at the grocery store. Sometimes it's just nice to experience something. So whether it's good or bad, neither good nor bad. In this case, it's really neither good or bad. It just is what it is. It's marvelous. I think it's good. I know there's some other people who think it's bad. There's a not insignificant number of people, and I never felt this way, but there's a not insignificant number of people who feel like because the way it looks, because it's blocky and voxel based, that it's specifically made for children. It's a children's, and children play it, don't get me wrong, but it's for children. And I think that's wrong-headed, and I don't believe that's right. I think it's significantly more valuable than that. And not to say that there's not value in children's games, right? But I think that Minecraft is something unique and special in gameplay. That's one of the reasons why I feel like it makes me mindful of things and of life and just experiencing this. There's a thing if you do some Buddhist meditation, there's a thing called the Metabhavata. I'm probably mispronouncing that. And you sort of do it in the morning and you go through and just experience every single muscle in your body and just relax them as much as you can. And then you just go through and sort of do the same thing with your mind and just kind of wipe all the stuff out. And if you start to veer off, your mind starts to wander and do stuff as it will, you can stop yourself, push those thoughts away, and get back to just being mindful of the time, what's happening right now. And I feel that happens to me in this game. In my survival world as well, not as much, because there's other things you have to do and tasks you have to do and things you have to do, but in this one in particular, in just exploring Minecraft, it's just experiencing what it is. Like this, this island right here. That's interesting. Like, that's a really interesting island. And no one else will experience that island. Just me and vicariously you're watching this video. You're seeing the island. You're getting the next best thing, right? But even you aren't experiencing it like I am. Like, it's like I could right now. Bubbles. I could walk over there and look at that. I don't want to, because I'm kind of into doing the ocean thing and seeing where it brings us. There's a lot to be said from a mindfulness standpoint of it really is the journey. Nice looking sunset. Yeah. That's lovely. I do miss this is Bedrock. My other survival world is Java, of course, but this is Bedrock. I started out playing Bedrock initially, and I like this. It's vibrant visuals. I like it. I kind of, not gonna lie, I kind of miss the sort of pixelated sunsets. Like this I think this is really cool. Like, it's a deep ocean. That's maybe as deep as it gets, maybe it gets a little bit deeper, but this is pretty darn deep. And out here in the middle of the ocean, nothing else around, just us. The occasional island. We can stop if we want to, but we're not going to. We're going to keep going. Keep going. There's a light up there. I wonder what that is. Sometimes I think it's the stars, and the star map is not quite right or adjusted. I'm not sure. It could be something in the ocean too. There are some. I know there are some lights in the ocean, to be sure. But some of that could probably is the star map. And it might be that they're trying to show the stars reflecting on the ocean a little bit further away. I mean, I think that's entirely possible, because I feel like Mojang is very thoughtful in those kind of ways, you know? I mean, the places where they're not, I always think it's kind of funny. You look at things like, whoa. You look at things like water physics. I feel like water physics are one of those things that they kind of threw together quickly because they had to deliver something at one point, and players got used to it and they couldn't stop it. Same with like the underwater doors being water saturated. When you open it up, then you have like oxygen there. I mean, obviously that was not intended, right? Clearly. I just think it's interesting. Because see, like there's luminescence things down there, you know? Is that a man-made thing? It is, isn't it? What is that light coming from? I don't know. Not sure. But is that a desert pyramid? I'm unclear what that is. We always try to stop whenever we see oh, it is a desert pyramid, okay. Whenever we see some kind of structure, I want to go visit it, experience it, see what's in there. Yeah. Let's do it. Okay. There we go. It's one of these things. I still don't know what these are, what they do. But I think we're going to, yeah, I think we'll set a spawn point and go to bed for the night, and then we'll explore the pyramid in the morning. There we go. What's this doing? It's not normally there, is it? I don't think it is. Lovely. This little civilization town over there. Go check it out. Head down here. See what we need to do. We have a kind of a system we use. It works fairly well. There. We'll start going down. Uh-oh. That was stupid. Didn't say it was a smart system, but it is a system. Okay, there we go. There we go. Just give us some light so that we can see what we're doing. I know there's other ways to do this. You know, there's the speedrunner method, which I watched. I wasn't aware of that, but it seems extremely efficient. I'm gonna need another pickaxe pretty soon, so let's go ahead and just make one right now while we're thinking of it. Okay, we'll just put this over here. This can go up here. Yeah, let's keep going. Keep going. Yep, that was fortuitous timing. I think it's a little bit safer. I don't trust I haven't practiced the speedrunning way, and I don't know if there's little tricks to it or not. You know, there might be. I just don't know. I have not been getting very good drops on these desert temples. Not gonna lie. There we go. Okay. Take that off. Okay. What do we got? We got a bunch of gold. There. What's this? Piercing too. I just don't need that. What's going on here? Okay. Featherfall. Featherfall 4. That's not bad. I don't know. I don't think there's a way for me to. I'm gonna take this with me because that would be useful. Okay. That's one. That one would be useful if I came across something. I mean, I've already got golden apples. I'm never going to use them, but I'll take it. I kind of got crap last time I didn't take it. Yeah, see, I'm just kidding. I mean, we'll take these, sure. I just don't really need anything else, you know? Okay, we'll go back up. That's fine. Actually, I'm going to do a couple things here first. Let's get rid of that. That goes there, that goes there. We don't need this. Don't need that. Anything else we don't need? Just looking. Just looking. I didn't know I had some notch apples. That's curious. Okay, I think we're good. So it was okay, not great. Just okay. Which is fine. What? Wait, what? Oh, that's so weird. Why is the water? That's so weird. That's the water was not coming into the temple. That's very odd. Okay. Over this way, over this way. And over there. See what we can see. Okay. I do like the desert. There's a lot of desert environments that I've been coming across. And I looked it up and I don't think they're more plentiful than other biomes. Some biomes are more rare to be sure, but just kind of curious. There we go. So see what it has to offer. See what they have here. Okay, I don't. All right, so there's a wandering trader dude. Oh yeah, there's some other ones wandering around. Open all the doors. Air it out a little bit. Okay. I mean, if I saw... I don't need anything there. I mean, if I saw like an anvil or something. Hello, how you doing? Excuse me. Pardon me. I like the ones with the loft. I think it's pretty cool. Don't mind me. I do like the ones with the loft. Yeah, but that's on anvil. I would not hesitate to put some feather falling in my shoes. I think that seems reasonable, you know? Are we kind of gathering up in the town? Interesting. Have a little town meeting maybe. Hey, see if this guy has something to sell. Hey, jerk, what do you got? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Nope. 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 It's fine. Yeah. Kitty, how you doing? Okay. There's a poison potato just kind of floating there. Odd. Okay. Camel. Have we looked at everything? I think we may have. Let's go. Keep going. How you doing? Oh, gonna take a little nap? Good for you. Whoop. Yeah, we'll keep going. Just head this way. I'm trying to see if there's an easy way to go there. Is it worth it to go around on the left? Might be. Some pumpkins. Going on a dangerous precipice, as pumpkins will do. I don't know. I'm not a pumpkinologist. When I was a kid in elementary school, like second or third grade, I think, we had an assignment we had to grow something in our backyards. And I think I got assigned pumpkins. And boy, the things took over the entire backyard. And a single tiny little pumpkin, it was like roughly the size of a grapefruit. I was super proud of that pumpkin, though. I was really proud of that pumpkin. It took a not insignificant amount of effort for my little tiny kid self, you know? Is that a ruined portal? It's one of those magma things. I think those appear in other places rarely, but I primarily know them associated with ruined portals. And there's a bunch of... How do we... Well, let's see what we can do here. I'm... digging up's going to be stupid, isn't it? Yeah. Hold on. Okay. I don't think there's lava up there, but you never know. Okay, I'm seeing a bunch of this stuff, but I'm not seeing the portal part of it. Maybe that up there? Doesn't look like it, does it? The heck? Well, let's see what we can do here. Nope. Wrong one. Sorry. Okay. I don't know. Typically, these are associated with portals. At least I think they are. Again, they could be here not associated with portals, I'm sure. I'm not a Minecraftologist. I've barely been playing this almost no time at all. I mean, I'm seeing a bunch of this netherrack. This is curious. I mean, it's interesting to me that there's... I always thought these were sort of procedurally generated. They're not. Like they're randomly, they're randomly located, but they're not procedurally generated. There's a limited number of designs they use for these. Oh, weird. Surely there's got to be a ruined portal here, right? Up there, okay. Okay. Look at that. Here we go. That's what I was looking for. Nothing. Okay, well, let's head back. Glad I saw that, though. Nighttime? Nighttime is the right time. Get some rest. Yeah, let's actually get some rest. Let's see. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Let me just toss some crap down here. I don't need this. I don't need this. I don't need these. I don't need this. I don't need this. Okay. What are you looking at? Silly pig. Okay. Do I have wood? I do. Okay. We need some of these. I'll put this 2 beds. Okay, whatever. Why is it making the beds? Bed? Oh, I'm stupid. Hold on. Can we stop? Can I make... No. Oh, geez, I'm stupid. I'm a big dumb idiot. We can make one though. Wasn't even thinking, and I paid the price. Darn shame. Okay, there we go. Oh, what the heck? Let's just keep going. I kind of like to see the big lava flows at night. I think it's kind of cool. We saw another one that was similar to this a couple of videos ago. It was just one of these gigantic lava flows. Experiences at night is radically different than during the day. Like that. We're coming up to a different biome. Not sure which one it is, but something interesting. It almost always is. I find the least interesting biomes to be the ice ones. Like the ice and the snow ones. Snow less than ice. I think the ice is my least favorite biome. I mean, frankly, probably in real life too. Like I'm not a big snow guy. I've made it very clear that I prefer to live places where I can wear flip-flops and shorts year-round. I have a pretty good tolerance for cold, though. I can pretty much wear shorts, flip-flops, and until it gets down to the 50s Fahrenheit. Maybe the upper 40s Fahrenheit, and then I'll put on a hoodie, you know. And that lasts me pretty well until close to maybe 34, 36, like mid-30s, which would be like, what, 1 or 2 degrees Celsius. That, you know, that sounds pretty good. At that point, I might want to consider maybe thinking about some sort of sweater or something. Maybe. Uh-oh. What's going on? Stop. Oh, jeez. Okay, we're going to be careful here because we don't want to die. Ouch. Yeah. But it heals pretty quickly. So. Should we boat or? Guess not. We'll climb up. That's fine. We have to make another shovel though. Reasonably sure. Oh, maybe not. There we go. What's going on? Stop it. Oh, oops. Okay. I have to remember that we're up very high. And there's an extremely high chance of falling a long way and hurting ourselves, which is not what we want. Not what we want. No, indeed. This seems like a forest. Like maybe a good place to find a forest temple. I've been through a lot of these though, and I haven't found one yet. I really would like to find a forest temple though, forest pyramid. I think it's curious I haven't found one. Maybe it's not. If you know, let me know. How rare are those things? I mean, how rare could they be? I sort of feel like, but then what do I know? You know? I mean, nothing, really. Oh, I know lots of things, sure, but not an enormous amount about why Minecraft. I'm learning. I know more than when I started. people are so helpful. But see what I mean about like so when I exercise, you know, I really enjoy running. I don't do it as much as I used to, but I enjoy running. The reason why I enjoy it is you get to a place sometimes with it, and it gets this way with most exercise, but I think running in particular, where it's just, you get to this place where all you're doing is just experiencing running, right? And there's the incidental sounds of the world happening around you. Maybe cars going by or whatever, like that. And there's the sound of your feet, you know, hitting the sidewalk or the pavement. And that repetitive sound of that, I think just for me, puts me in this headspace. Again, very mindful, right? This seems like a terrible idea. Let's go this way. That seems like a terrible idea too. Okay, don't do it. Don't get lured into going down some death waterfall. Okay. Is that not my first rodeo? Maybe only my second, but still. But yeah, just that repetitive sound. If it's a little bit different, like when I do some weightlifting, it's a little bit different than that, but it's similar with that. But that repetitive sound, just the rhythm of your feet hitting the sidewalk, the incidental noise around you, just puts me in this very being mindful of the moment headspace. It really reduces a lot of stress. Okay. I find I'm not a particularly stressful person, but I can certainly have some stressful moments, to be sure. Like everyone. Sometimes when it happens, you just have to kind of, I mean, sometimes stress can be good because it can make you act, you know. I don't think that's the norm though. I think the norm of stress can be pretty negative, and sometimes you do things to try to take care of it, you know, and try to mitigate it. Not let it affect you. And I think that being mindful is one of those things to try to keep stuff in perspective, you know. One of my coworkers had a family tragedy lately, and they had to take almost a month off. And boy, I feel very sorry for them. I'm trying to do everything I can to be supportive, but I definitely feel very sorry for them because I've been there, you know. We've discussed this before on different videos. I've been there and I understand. I understand a lot, but very difficult to go through at the time. And it's weird. It's never not difficult, but I think sometimes the more you can deal with really unpleasant things that happen to you in a healthy way, the stronger it makes you as a person. And I'm not saying that people need to deal with difficult things, because I prefer that nobody had to deal with a difficult thing, you know? I'm going to make me another axe. Where did I put my... There we go. Nope, this goes down here. Okay. Put this over here. Put this in here. Okay. See what this one has to offer. Made something a little bit better. What do you got? Some obsidian. We'll definitely take that. Where's our obsidian? There. Oops. Sorry. Yeah. Good. We don't need any more flint. We've got golden apples. We don't need a lodestone. Yeah, we don't need any of that stuff. Not where we're going. Not where we're going. Can we do this on land? No, let's take a little swim. Or not. Yeah, but I think finding something like that, right? Where you just sort of put aside all of life's little troubles and just experience just that, you know, nothing else. I think that's extremely valuable. It's a very difficult lesson. I mean, there's a reason why Buddhists take multiple lifetimes to achieve enlightenment, right? And I'm certainly not a Buddhist, but I'm just saying I'm a little bit familiar with Buddhism, not hugely, just a little bit. And let's see. Yeah, that's woo. Careful. It's so funny too, because like some of these biomes are just so much more fraught with danger than others. Some you can just skip along happily and not have to have a care in the world. Others like, I gotta watch my footsteps because I could fall to my death at any moment, or at least fall to my injury. It's kind of like life's kind of that way sometimes too, though. Not literally, but there's other times when you're cruising along, and then other times when it seems like every step you take has some sort of potential for some negative outcome. And negative being, sort of not quite in the eye of the beholder. I don't mean that, but I think that making positive things out of negative things that happen is definitely a life skill. And so it's just, thinking about your attitude, or my attitude, I should say. One's attitude. Just changing the attitude, I think, can be helpful. And some of that is just, changing your perspective, right? Some people get that through a variety of different ways. I think ideally the internal, right? You develop a skill to change your perspective on things by experiencing new things and looking at things a different way and really considering, But other times, I think it takes maybe changing where you are, moving to a completely different part of the world or your country or your town, Okay. No, that was not too bad. I was saying it's interesting how the light kind of, like the light's sort of diffused here. I don't quite understand why. Maybe it's because it's behind a cloud. Look at that. Gigantic floating mountain. Those floating mountains are always curious. I never quite understand why they're there. It's an interesting creative choice. I mentioned this before. Okay, we can go down. No, we can't. That is certainly. I don't go over to yeah. Okay, so I think we're okay here. Maybe. Let's go up a little bit more. Not completely safe. Safe-ish. Keep seeing these single blocks hanging around and think, oh, Enderman. No, there's no Enderman here. They're staying in their own dimension. I think there's another one of those tall birch forests. Look how tall those birch trees are. That's so cool. That's so cool. I love just the subtle little changes. You just gigantic birch trees. It's really cool. Sort of, mixed in with regular sized ones, but look, these birch trees are much larger than normal birch trees. That's cool. It's really neat. More open ocean. Whoa. Man, I wasn't sure that. I was not sure where that was going. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's see. Let's put this back here and this over here because that's where we normally have it. Let's go. Let's head out to the open ocean again. We've got lots of oceans on this trip, which is nice. We'll make a lot of time when we're out on the ocean. We go pretty quickly. And there are interesting things to see as we pass different. Is that ice? I think that might be ice. Not sure. Maybe it's open? I can't quite tell. Not quite rendered fully. Which is fine. Is that another thing? Another ruined portal? Seems like it. If it's not, that's fine. If it is, maybe that's fine too. Looks like it, doesn't it? I kind of don't feel like getting on my boat though. Not gonna lie. I mean, yeah, I don't want to go out there. But also, I see those bubble cups. I finally figured this out. This was ages ago in my. I think was it in this series? Might have been. Where it might have been my first survival world, where I'm moving along, and I stop and I see this boat, and so I stop my little boat and I want to go explore the ship, and suddenly my boat starts rocking, it just breaks, and I think it was the weirdest thing. Even people who saw it were like, "Oh, that's so weird." Had to be a bug. I don't think it was a bug. I think that it was maybe some soul sand. Because I think they do bubbly stuff in the water. I think it was that. I think it was some soul sand. And it caused my boat to break. That apparently can be. I'm not sure it is, but I've read that can be a thing. More of those really tall birch trees. That's so cool. Neat. Coming up on more nighttime, which is fine. It's fine. Okay. Here we go. Hello. Let's see. Just making sure everything's okay. I was talking in the last live stream, discussing some things with people, and we're talking about some of the scripted content that happens. And there's quite a bit of scripted content in the Minecraft world. And I think that some of them don't admit to it. I think they're trying to be purposely deceptive. I guess I'm not going to name names, but I'm just saying. I think they're there's some things that aren't. I think there's some things that the players do it because they understand that what they're trying to do is get the views, right? I think Lifesteal is that way. I don't think anything's scripted, but I think they set up particular things because they know it's going to be not set it up like scripted, but I mean, like, they do particular things and people react to it in a particular way because they know it's going to be a spectacle and it's going to cause people to watch their videos, and maybe you'll watch one of the videos, you want to see somebody else's perspective on it, so you'll watch another one of the videos, which is fine. That's perfectly fine. And there's other stuff that's scripted. Look at that sunset. Man, that's beautiful. There's other scripted videos, Minecraft videos, that are clearly scripted. They say in the description that they're scripted. But, I mean, let's be serious. Who reads the description? Very, very, very few people. And they don't mention it in the video. And I'm not saying that's deceptive, but I feel like that's a gray pattern, right? Dark patterns being white patterns being very transparent and open about what you're going to do. And dark patterns, light patterns, dark patterns being, hello, excuse me, need a haircut? Thank you. Gray patterns being, wow, holy crap, another huge one. Look at that. Oh my gosh. I mean, I'm going to have to go back up. Let's go down and look at it. Can I get down here without dying? Nope. Oh yeah, I think hopefully we can. Oof, nope. Oh gosh. Oh man. Okay, I'm going to try something. I'm probably going to die, but oh. Huh. It worked. That's the first time I've done that. I've seen cool kids do it, but I never did it myself. That's really neat. Ouch. Let's go look at it though. Look at that thing. Wow. Let's go. This is I think the third or fourth one I've seen. How cool. I don't think I have enough obsidian to get it going, but it is cool. Wait. This one's weird. Why is this here? And that's obviously the portal. That's weird. Is there more than one portal? Oh, we'll take the obsidian again. Sure, why not? I almost have a full stack. Do we have... Oh, we do. Hold on. Stop. Okay. let's do some crafting. Whilst we're here. Just, you know, why not? Top up our iron. I'll put that back. Can't believe it. Another one of these huge ones. Man. I wonder if those would allow gas to come out and stuff. I don't know. Pretty cool though. Very neat. Do I want to go up here? I think I want to go down here. Because I think I see open ocean out there and we can go this ways a little bit. I know we're backtracking a little bit, but I think we can go this way and then hang a left and start heading the way we need to go. So again, I'm not being one of those weirdos we have to go in a straight line no matter what. They're not weirdos, but not my thing. Yeah, definitely be heading that direction, which is fine. We will. We'll get there. Should I? I'm gonna keep trying the ocean, just to see. That bow trick, that really works. That's really cool. I mean, I guess I'm not surprised it works. I've never done it before, so it's good thing to know how to fall really high distances. I wonder what's the limit to that, to like how far you can fall. Yeah, we need to go hard left. At the moment, we're just kind of following a river that's ambling along in a bunch of different ways, but I just didn't feel like climbing up that giant mountain again, because who knows how many other mountains are after that, you know? Who knows? Not me. Sure. I was like, it's kind of scrubby biomes, you know? There we go. We need to go more left than we are now. But that's okay. Look how cool that mountain looks. Really neat. Very distinctive, doesn't it? I think we should climb this. I think we should climb it because I think it looks climbable with our dirt. But it also looks kind of cool. Yep. Just keep going. Because it looks like there's a pattern going up here, and I'm here for it. There we go. Little ice pond, look at that. Just a single cherry tree, a tiny little cherry biome. Little tiny thing right there. I like that. I like it. And again, look at this, like these really great, cool looking mountains and this giant valley. So cool. So cool. And again, sort of accentuated by the fact that, oh look, there's some more cherry trees. Maybe the biome's a little bit larger than I thought. I'm not sure. I like cherry biomes. I like them a lot. No, look, that's another tiny little thing. Just like 3 trees. I don't think they can grow. How's that been doing? Yeah, I could use a little more. I could use a little bit more wool. Let me give you a haircut there, buddy. Whoa, I almost fell down that gigantic hole. Nobody wants that. I mean, maybe somebody does, but I don't want it. If I were smart enough, I could put myself in a boat as I was falling. I realize that's a thing, but I think it's a thing you have to practice. And I have not practiced it. Would be not a bad thing to practice. Not gonna lie. Yeah, I have a water bucket with me too, so that's okay. I have this is gonna go down to maybe a valley. I'm not sure. No, Maybe not. I don't know. Where it goes though. Interesting. I mean, I really prefer not to climb this gigantic mountain. Can we go around it? This looks like it's going around it a little bit. Okay. Yeah, we're kind of skirting it a little bit, which is, I'll take it. Not perfect, but I will absolutely take it. Yeah, if we can just kind of go around here. Hey, snow pumpkins. Don't know if that's a thing. Wait, am I wearing? I am. I'm wearing my leather boots. Okay. Come on, stop. I'm not a fan of the snow either. I've mentioned this before. Absolutely not my favorite biome. Let's get down here. Ooh. Sorry, didn't mean to whistle. Ouch. Ouch. There we go. Great. Oh my gosh. Ooh. This is a little treacherous. Hey, look. Like a mountaintop village. Let's go explore it. More cherry biomes? Love it. Absolutely love it. I love the cherry trees. I love the way they look. I love the way the wood looks. Very cool. We're excited about it. Okay. Yeah, look at that. This is a cool little village. Check it out. Check it out. Oh. Nothing. And I have to remember, if I find an anvil, excuse me, just checking stuff out. Don't mind me. HUD inspector. I say as I barge right into his house. Okay. Up here. Oops, hold on. I have to want to, the villagers talk to each other like, did that guy come through? The guy that opens up all the doors? Yeah, weird, huh? Yeah, it really is. Okay. Some are sleeping already? Maybe most are? Not sure. We'll see. Where? I say. I was really hoping to see some. I was hoping to see an anvil or a blacksmith or something here so I could put feather falling on my boots, but alas. Does not seem to be in the cards. I'll just keep going. Just keep going. Hey, donkey. Hello. In Minecraft and in real life, I think donkeys are just majestic beasts. I really do, genuinely. I realize that is not a common opinion, but I don't care. I felt that way since I was a kid. Okay. There we go. Yeah. Whoa. Careful there. Every once in a while, there's just these death holes. Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting feather falling 4 on my boots. Yeah, my boots are in relatively decent nick. No reason why they shouldn't be. We don't fall that much, and we don't really do any fighting. Nobody's stabbing me in the foot. Much. Okay. And just immediately, look how the quality, the type of how these. Like the topography changes. It looks very distinct, right? It looks extremely distinct to what we're looking at. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh my gosh. You know, I think that's a pretty good place to end this video. Thank you so much for watching Exploring Minecraft. As we just talk about Minecraft, some of the things it means, talk about life, just talk about all kinds of interesting things. I hope you enjoyed it. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time for more Exploring Minecraft. See you next time.